want to start our lesson today. Our lesson today first will focus on formation of quadratic equations from roots. Formation of quadratic equations from roots. So let us write that topic. So we are going to form quadratic equations from roots. Now, for example, we just write an example. Form quadratic equation whose roots are given below. Form quadratic equations whose roots are given below. Whose roots are given below. Form quadratic equations. Form quadratic equations whose roots are given below. Give your answer in the form. Give your answer in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Give your answer in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a, b, and c are integers. So I repeat, form quadratic equations whose roots are given below, giving your answer in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a, b, and c are integers. So the first case, a very simple one, I have the roots being 5 and -3. 5 and -3. Remember that we want, that is the roots. The roots means the solution. So when I'm talking about the roots, I'm talking about the solution, the answer you get. So this is x. We say that x is equals to 5 or -3. X is equals to 5 or -3. Then what do? You say that x, then you say x minus 5 is equals to 0, or x plus 3 is equals to 0. Recall when we said that when you cross the equal sign, minus changes to plus and plus changes to minus. And that's why we have x minus 5 equals to 0, or x plus 3 is equals to 0. So it is the reverse. When you cross the equal sign, plus changes to minus and minus changes to plus. Then what do? We multiply. The x minus 5 into x plus 3 is equals to 0. So this is x into x plus 3 minus 5 into x plus 3 is equals to 0. So this is x squared plus 3x minus 5x, and this is minus 15 is equals to 0. And that one now will lead us to this answer. We'll now come to x squared minus 2x minus 15 is equals to 0. So that is the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. We have given our answer in that form. So if you are asked, can you get the value of a, b, and c, then our a is 1, our b is -2, and our c is -15. So you can write that. Write that. So we have started with a very, very simple case. A very simple case. So another one is -3/4 and a half. -3/4 and a half. So that means that my x is -3/4 or a half. So that's what we do. So those of us who are getting to class, just make sure that you come early next time. So this means that we have x plus 3/4 is equals to 0, or x minus a half is equals to 0. Remember, we said that when you cross the equal sign, minus changes to plus and so on. So what do we do in this case? In this case, I don't need this fraction. So what do I do here? I multiply through by 4. So I'll be having 4x plus 3 is equals to 0, or here I multiply by 2 and I get 2x minus 1 is equals to 0. So that we don't deal with fractions. We don't deal with fractions. So I've multiplied through by 4 here, and I've multiplied through here by 2. And then what do? We multiply. So you take 4x, you multiply with 2x minus 1, and then you add 3 into 2x minus 1, and you equate to 0. So this comes to 8x squared minus 4x plus 6x minus 3 is equals to 0. So this is 8x squared plus 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. Remember, we are forming quadratic equations, and therefore our right hand side must be equated to 0. So this is quadratic equation that we are forming. That's it. So I hope you are writing that very, very fast. You're writing that very fast. Then there is another one here that you may have met somewhere. 2.5 plus square root of 3 and 2.5 minus square root of 3. 2.5 plus square root of 3 and 2.5 minus square root of 3. Remember, the way we organize this is that we start with the very simple question, then moderate, then lastly we move to the challenging one. So this one. So you'll say, again, you'll say that x is equals to 2.5 plus square root of 3, or 2.5 minus square root of 3. If something is not clear, you just tell me, and then I'll repeat. So we have said when you cross the equal sign, then the signs changes. So this is what you do. You cross, and then you have x minus 2.5 minus square root of 3 is equals to 0, or x then minus 2.5 plus square root of 3 is equals to 0. That is what we have. Then you multiply. So you multiply this. So that means I'll take x multiplied by this, minus 2.5 multiplied by this, then minus root 3 multiplied by that. And then you be very, very keen. So x into this minus this 2.5 into this, and then minus square root of 3 into this is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. So Teddy, you are getting in very late. Let us get to class on time. So here you open the bracket. I have x squared minus 2.5x plus x square root of 3 minus 2.5x plus. So just note that minus and minus changes to plus. So this is 6.25 minus 2.5 root 3 minus x square root of 3 minus x square root of 3 plus. So we are going to have here plus 2.5 plus 2.5 square root of 3 and then minus 3. So minus 3 is equal to 0. So you have to be very keen there. So this is x squared minus 2.5x plus x square root of 3 minus 2.5x plus 6.25 minus 2.5 root 3 minus x root 3 plus 2.5 root 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So check the way you remove the brackets. Check the way you remove the brackets. And then let me continue with it up here. So let me continue with the question up there. So you will be having x squared, then minus 2.5x minus 2.5x is minus 5x. Minus 5x. And then, if I look at x root 3 minus x root 3, it goes. Then, if I look at minus 2.5 root 3 and 2.5 root 3, it goes. And therefore, what I'm remaining with is 6.25 minus 3, which is 3.25, plus 3.25 is equals to 0. Is that our answer? No, because 3.25 is not an integer. So we multiply through by 4 because 3.25 is like 3.25. So if you multiply through by 4, multiply through by 4 to get 4x squared minus 20x plus 13 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. So I want you to, maybe in 2 minutes time, I want you to form a quadratic equation whose roots are 1.5 plus square root of 2 and 1.5 minus square root of 2. Can you form quadratic equation whose roots are 1.5 plus square root of 2 and 1.5 minus square root of 2? Just 2 minutes, and then the moment you are through, just raise up your hand, and then I see whether you are getting it right, because we need to be sure that we are getting these things right, and then we continue with the same topic. So finish up that question. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Nyukabi, are you through? Yama?
Not yet.
So finish up. Ferdinand, are you through? With the question. With the question that I've given.
I'm almost.
Almost. Then finish up very fast. Finish up very fast. I'm waiting for the answer. Just do it in a similar way. Just do it in a similar way. Because it's a matter of practice. You need to practice. Muli? Clifford? Swedi?
1 minute.
What's the answer? What is the answer? What is the answer? Let us not delay. Yes?
4x squared minus 12x plus 1.
Yes? 4?
4x squared minus 12x plus 1 is equals to 0.
Yes. So the answer is 4x squared minus 12x plus 1 is equals to 0. That's good. So confirm that you have gotten that answer. 4x squared minus 12x plus 1 is equals to 0. So the other question is,
Minus.
so you need to make sure that we have integers, like 4, negative 12, and 1. Those ones are integers. So the other question is, so write this question. So the roots of the quadratic equation 3x squared plus 6x plus p is equals to 0 differ by 4. The roots of the quadratic equation 3x squared plus 6x plus p is equals to 0 differ by 4. Find the value of p. Find the value of p. So if you look at that question, so this is what you are going to do. You're going to say that let the roots be a and b. So if the roots are a and b, then we have x is equals to a or b. So x minus a into x minus b is 0. So that's the first thing you do. And then you open the bracket. And then you write it like this. So, when the roots are A and B, you will come and give your answer in this form, because this form will help us tackle questions of this nature. Questions of this nature will be tackled using this quadratic equation. So you can see I have factored it, I have factored the minus, and then I've started with the A and the B, A plus B, because the minus changes the sign inside the bracket. So instead of writing B plus A, I've just written A plus B, because B plus A is the same as A plus B. So that is it. Then the next step, which I want to do up there, is remember we have 3x squared plus 6x plus p is equals to 0. What I'll do is I'll divide through by 3 to get x squared plus 2x plus p over 3 is equals to 0. So x squared plus 2x plus p over 3 is equals to 0. So we compare this with this. If I compare x squared plus 2x plus p over 3 with this equation, then you can see clearly that my a plus b will be what? -2. My a plus b will be what? -2. Look at this. Negative of a plus b is 2. And therefore, a plus b is what? -2. So that's what happens there. So you say that a plus b is,
Pardon.
I'm saying that if you compare this x squared plus 2x plus p over 3 with x squared minus into bracket a plus bx plus ab, then it means the negative of a plus b is 2. That means a plus b is -2. But the question told us that it differs by 4. The roots differs by 4. So the difference of the roots is 4. So that means that a minus b is 4. Let us eliminate maybe by adding. If we add the two equations, then the 2a will be 2. And then we get the value of a. So the a will be 1. After getting 1, you just say that 1 plus b is -2. So what is b? -2 minus 1, which is -3. So b is -3. After that, you just ask yourself now, what is p over 3? What is p over 3? According to the equation, p over 3 is the same as ab. If you compare this one and the equation that we had up there for x squared minus into bracket a plus bx plus ab, then you can see p over 3 is equals to ab. So that means p is 3ab, which is 3 times 1 times -3, which is -9. So that is how we solve such a question. So that's how we solve such a question. I want to give you 2 minutes to solve a similar question. The issue is use the same idea. That one will enhance understanding. Use the same idea. So write this. The roots of the quadratic equation, the roots of the quadratic equation 2x squared minus 22x plus k is equals to 0. The roots of the quadratic equation 2x squared minus 22x plus k is equals to 0 differ by 3. The roots of the quadratic equation differ by 3. Find the numerical value of k. The roots of the quadratic equation 2x squared minus 22x plus k equals to 0 differ by 3. Find the numerical value of k. So I'm waiting for you to clear that in the next 2 minutes because we want to finish on time. So just finish that. So just finish that. So the moment you're through, just raise up your hand. I'll also give you the answer to the question. I'll give you the answer to the question. So let us hurry up. Maybe to just assist you so that we move faster. Now, in this case, I'll just tell you that just divide through by 2, and then we have x squared minus 11x plus k over 2 is equals to 0. And then you use the same procedure, and you say, let the roots be a and b. And then say, then x squared minus, in bracket a plus bx plus ab is equals to 0. You see, at this point, I have not elaborated because I did that before. But for exam purposes, you have to show how this equation is coming about when you let the roots to be a and b. So let me repeat that. So this one you can elaborate, but I did it in the first part. So what you do in this case, the a plus b will be 11 because this is negative and this is negative. So a plus b is 11. It is not like the other one that was negative. So this minus and minus, and therefore a plus b is 11. And then you have been told that a minus b, it differs by 3. So that means if I maybe add, then I'll get 2a is 14, so a is 7. So if my a is 7, then I'll say 7 plus b is 11, so b will be 11 minus 7, which is 4. And then I say that k over 2 is equals to ab. So k is 2ab, which is 2 times 7 times 4, which is 56. Which is 56. So as simple as that. As simple as that. So we look at the last question for today. Last question for today. So the last question, it's almost time. If x is equals to 4 is a root of the equation. No, x is equals to 3. X is equals to 3. X is equals to 3 is a root of the equation find k and the other root. Find k and the other root. So what you do, because I want to end it there, in this question, just substitute when x is 3 in this equation, then get the value of k. Then after that, solve the resulting quadratic equation and you will be able to get the other root. So our lesson ends there. You are free to leave. So tomorrow, let us come on time. Let us come to our classes on time. So you are free to leave.